Hello friends, welcome to part 4 of Laravel 12 Multi-Vendor e-commerce series. In this part, we are going to create the admin middleware and will protect the admin routes. So let's start. We are going to follow these steps in this part. We are going to create the admin table and we are going to update the admin model. We are going to configure the auth.php. We are going to create the admin middleware and will protect admin routes. Okay, so let's start taking these steps. First of all, we are going to create the admin table that we are going to create with these columns. Okay, ID, name, role, mobile, email, password, email status, and timestamps. Okay, we are going to make the migration file. Okay, with this command, with this artisan command. Okay, so I'm going inside the folder and will right click and will run here. Will show more option and will run here. Open git bash here. Okay, so if you have the command prompt, you can also run your artisan command with command prompt. Okay, so here I'm going to create the migration file. PHP artisan make migration create admin table. Okay, so I'm going to create will create the migration file with this name create admin table. Okay, so I'm going to run this artisan command. So the migration file has been created. Now we are going to open here in our project folder create admin table. Okay, so here you can see here we are going to add all the columns that we are required to create in the admin table. So here we are going to add all the columns one by one. Okay, so the first one is the name. uh, Here the name of the admin or subadmin or vendor will come. So we are going to take here table string name. Okay, we are going to create the role as well as the column role, and after that so I'm going to copy from here all the columns that we want to create. I'm going to copy these and we'll paste it here. After role, we will uh, add the mobile, then email, then password, then image, and then status. So these are the columns that we require in admin table. So in role, we are going to add the value like admin, subadmin, or vendor. And in mobile, the admin mobile or subadmin mobile or vendor mobile, then email, then password, and then image of that person, of that admin, subadmin, or vendor, and then status. Okay, and then timestamps. In timestamps, created at and updated columns will come. So after adding these columns, we are going to run the php artisan migrate command so that the table will get created. So the table has been created. We are going to check in our database. I'm going to open the php So here our database name is ecom12. Here you can see the admins table has been created. Okay. So the admins table has been created with all the required columns. So after this, we are going to take our next step. So we are going to update admin model for authentication. Extend admin model from authenticable instead of model to support authentication and define admin guard to ensure Laravel uses the correct authentication system. So we are going to open the admin model here. Here we are going to extend it with authenticable as so that it will support the authentication that we require for admin. Okay, so we are going to add here authenticable. Okay, instead of model, we are going to add authenticable. Okay, and also we are going to add this class at the top. After model, we are going to add this class. Okay, and also we are going to add the protected guard for admin. Here we are going to add this. Okay, so this will ensure that Laravel uses the correct authentication system. Okay, for the admin guard. So after this, we are going to update the auth.php for admin and vendor guards. We are going to update the auth.php. Okay. So we will set guard for admin and vendors to assign session in driver and admins in provider. So here we are going to add this one. Here we are going to add. Okay, we are going to add this admin driver as session and provider as admins. Like we have this web as default auth. Okay, so this is for the default auth that we are using. Okay, and now it's for the admin. And also we are going to add for the providers, and for providers we are going to add here the admins as well, and this is the syntax that we are required to add like this. Okay, so driver is eloquent and model is that we are going to get from the admin class. So these instructions you can also find under video. So after that, we are going to create and configure admin middleware. We are going to make this middleware file, admin middleware file. We are going to create with the this artisan command. Okay, PHP artisan make middleware admin. So this will create the admin middleware file that now we can able to open. Okay, so here we are going to add the code inside this handle function, so that will redirect the user to the admin login page if in case the user is try to access the unauthorized page. Okay, so I'm going to take the further steps here. Okay, so here in public function handle, we are going to add this syntax. Okay, so what it will actually do, it will redirect the user to the login page, admin login page. Okay. So here you can see if the auth guard admin check fails, then it will return the user back to the admin login page. Okay. So that thing we will add here in the admin middleware. So after this, we are going to restore middleware in app.php. See, from Laravel 11 onwards, we are required to add this in app.php file. There is no kernel.php file up till Laravel 10. We need to add this in kernel.php file, but now we need to add here in app.php file that is located inside Bootstrap. Okay, so here we are required to add this admin class inside with middleware. Okay, we are going to add this admin class here. Okay, so after this, we are going to update admin routes in web.php file in route. Okay, so I'm going to open the web.php file, and here we are going to add here the admin middleware group. Okay, so this is the group that we are going to add, and we are going to add the dashboard route inside it. Okay, so our routes will look like this. So here I'm going to update these routes, and here you can see the dashboard route now inside the middleware admin middleware group. Okay, so this is the dashboard route that is inside the admin middleware group. So all the routes that we are going to add inside this admin middleware group are going to be protected. So these routes we can't able to access without login. So now we are going to try to access the dashboard route, and we'll see whether we can able to access it without login or not. I will try to access the dashboard route. See, this issue is coming, so we are required to add the use auth syntax. We are required to add in admin middleware. So here we are going to add use auth in admin middleware. So after this, we are going to see now there is no issue. Now you can see we can't able to access the dashboard page. Here you can see we can't able to access the dashboard page without logging into the admin panel. If you want to access the dashboard page, then the only thing is to bring it outside this middleware admin. Okay, like if I will uh, cut from here and will paste here, then we can able to access the dashboard. See here, now we can able to access the dashboard. Okay, so the routes that we will add inside this middleware admin are the protected routes and are not accessible without login. Okay. So like this, now we can't able to access it. Okay, so now we able to protect our routes like this. So in this video, we have created the admins table for admin, subadmin vendor authentication. We have updated the admin model for authentication support. We have configured auth.php for multiple authentication guards. We have created the admin middleware for secure access. We have registered the middleware in app.php. And finally, we can able to protect the admin routes using middleware. Okay. And in the next part, we will create the admin login record and we'll try to log in into the admin panel for the first time. And please subscribe youtube.com stack developers for more Laravel updates and for this multi-vendor e-commerce website. So that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.